So I'm making spaghetti. I decided I'm gonna make it into a video. So I got, this is mild Italian sausage. And I was gonna just put it into meatballs, but then I realized I had roommates. There were two sisters from New Orleans. That's my little emblem right here. My first time going to New Orleans with them. I got the fleur de lis. The first night, literally. Got off the plane, went to a bar, met them at a bar called Let the Good Times Roll in French. I still can't say it. And then there was a band playing, a brass band called Soul Rebel Brass Band. It wasn't the whole band either, because they got like from what I understand, they have like over 100 members. And it's like an old band that's been around, legacy band, generation after generation joins. And they were playing at the bar, and that was, for me, that personally, that was, being from LA my whole life, that was crazy to see a brass band, and it was like a really cool bar. We got so wasted. And the tattoo shop was right across the street. So then at the end of the night, multiple people got tattoos. I was the only one that got the fleur de lis. I mean, they're all from it. I don't know. It's not like they all have a fleur de lis. She didn't have a fleur de lis. She had one of these Irish tattoos that was a symbol of friendship or something like that. But anyways, those two sisters, they tell me about what making hamburgers, how to do up the meat, cut up onions and all kinds of stuff, and then with one egg mix it all together before you make the patties. So I'm gonna actually do something similar. This is normally my popcorn bowl. I only wash it once a week, but what goes into it is garlic powder, garlic salt, and sriracha seasoning. But I figure I'll wash it today. So I'm gonna put in this mild Italian seasoning, or sausage. And soup it up. So that the meatballs themselves because I'd use regular spaghetti sauce, the cheap spaghetti sauce. But like one of the things I learned from when I was little, when we did barbecues with my grandparents' house, me and my grandmother taught me how to make basically like homemade barbecue. And it was just like a cluster fuck of all kinds of crazy shit, including some red wine, ketchup or tomato stuff. So I got enough gloves. I'm gonna switch these out. I'm gonna season this up a little. So, basic Italian seasoning, oregano, thyme, basil, rosemary, sage, and marjoram, savory. This stuff's really good. And they, in the South, they tell you put your foot in it. Don't be scared to season it. Because like when she first taught me about making the hamburgers, and I would put, add seasoning, I would be like sparse, I guess you could call it. She'd be like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "She's like, that's it?" And I'd be like, "Well, I mean, I don't want, how much am I supposed to put?" She's like, "Well, I mean, you want to season it, right?" So I throw in some Cajun seasoning because I like paprika. This has got garlic, onion. I don't have onion. Paprika is the main thing that I like in this. Gives it a little bit of a kick to it. I don't have to put too much because I got other stuff that I'm putting into. 5 o'clock. I like cumin. Most of the time Mexicans use it in beans, pinto beans. And I like it. I don't know, there's a flavor, I don't know what you would call it. It's almost woodsy in one sense, but beans without it tastes completely different. Or pinto beans at least. Just for a little sake of cayenne. This kind of stuff when you don't have a top to it. Yeah, see, that's just a little bit. It just gives it some pizzazz. Plus, this is the mild Italian sausage. So, garlic salt. I have Lawry's, but this one has, it's like a knockoff brand as you can see, and the parsley comes out more. And I normally, first I use it on my popcorn because I use this stuff on popcorn, but it was too much parsley. It didn't really give out the garlic. But in the right instance, it comes in handy. And because I forgot to bring it out, but they're completely right, oregano is amazing. Plus oregano is antiviral, so using oregano, hearty supply of oregano on a regular basis is healthy. And I'm gonna throw it in right now. I got thyme. I put it in a different bottle, but this is just thyme. That's good for that. And then more garlic. So that's all for this seasoning. It's gonna be tricky. Putting on a glove with one hand. I wouldn't do this at work. So, put this, so start off. Now my flames work different. The back one is the only one that really goes low. So I don't want to cook them yet. I got this pan at Goodwill. It looks all nice. It says organic. So it's not the movie Dark Water that talks about Teflon lining on food products and the effects that it has on human health. I try to avoid it. Every once in a while, I mean I have Teflon so I use it. So now I gotta decide the size of the meatball. And to be honest with you, I have not made meatballs in a long time. Oh, but that looks perfect. Size. I think some people put in breadcrumbs. I think that's an Italian, some kind of Italian breadcrumbs that go in it too. But, so I'm going to put this on low now. If I'm not mistaken, this is 1 pound of Italian sausage. So I'll cook these up, and then basically the way I seasoned the meat is going to be the same way that I season the spaghetti sauce. Add additional components to it. You put in pretty much the same stuff, except I got 1 bell pepper and some mild peppers that I'm going to use because I got to use them. And they go good. already started to sizzle up, so I'm gonna turn it even lower, all the way to the lowest. Man, this smells good. I'm excited. Well, normally what I've been doing lately is when I make spaghetti, is I get Italian sausages, not just sausage, but like spicy Sicilian sausages, and I cook them. What I like to do is I got a grill downstairs. I go downstairs and I grill them for what would be 80% to 90% of their cook time. There's that spice, love it. For about 90% of their cook time, 80 to 90% of the cook time, and then I bring them up here, and I'll put on start the spaghetti sauce, and I will season up the spaghetti sauce and everything like that, and then throw in the cut up the sausages first. And what I like to do actually is I use scissors, kitchen scissors, to cut up the sausages, and then throw them in over the spaghetti sauce so that any juices that come out from them go into the spaghetti sauce. See, this is a nice portion. Yeah, I can get one. That's fine. It's gonna be a big one. So that's good here. Just shot myself with sausage all over my chest. So that defeated the purpose. For these, but I will need a spoon for later. So now I'm gonna see how low that. I don't know if you can see. No, not yet. Let me bring this up. Oh, I could have done that the whole time. Okay, so now turn this back one off. Get this going. Get ready for water. Cheap noodles, they're like, I think I got these 39 cents each. Of course, at the time we put oil inside of there, but I don't have olive oil. So here's my bell pepper. Just turn these a little. But they don't need to stay in a ball, in my opinion. There's a big one. I'm gonna flatten him out so it cooks easier. That's a little one. My meatballs are more like little meat patties. Oh yeah, cheap sauce. It was on sale, like less than $2. Okay, so let's cut this guy up here. Take this off. Just rinse it off real quick. See that flame is really high even when it's low. So I'll get a little. I don't know if how Italians would feel about this color. And I'm going to throw this in now, actually. No, not yet. You keep it moving. So this, like I said, this still hot I guess. The sear is good. So some of them are more seared than others. Down, we gotta get up in the middle. Oh, see, that's why they probably put bread. A little bit more garlic. I heard it was kind of cool right now too. I don't think you could hear it because it's kind of faint. But somebody is playing the guitar in the apartment next door. Playing the electric guitar. Nice and mild. Nice vibe. won't cut it a spin, but it makes me think of, I always thought about the movie The Goodfellas or whatever it is, where the guys are in jail and they use a razor to cut their thing because they want it to liquefy. I do what I can, I do what I can. I just like doing it like that too because it feels fun. Okay, now maybe one more flip for some of these guys, because this side didn't look like it cooked as much as I wanted it to. Like this guy right here, this guy right here, this guy right here. That's cool, that's coolish, that's cooler, they're not cool. The big guy's got to get in the middle. Okay, let's put this on the side here. We got it in the middle. You can see the garlic inside of it. Magnifica. Magnificimo. Magnificimo. That's it. Do some side action here on the thicker part. You know what I think I'm going to start doing? Damn, no offense to Italians, but I think from now on, when I do this, I'm going to do it, you know, somewhat of what you call a Greek style. That's not an, that's an Italian fake accent in with a Greek. So I don't know when it stopped, but here I am. Just put this into a circle. Seasoned up. Put more thyme, Cajun seasoning, and Italian herbs with pepper. I just put a bunch of pepper. And I think now is a good time to drop in get this all mixed up. All the grease, all that flavor into the tomatoes. Now I'm gonna put a little bit more cumin. Just a little bit more cayenne, because the cayenne's only in the I'm not trying to make it spicy, just give it a little body. That's good. Of course, more oregano. And more garlic powder. And you know, a little garlic salt with the parsley. I think that's, oh, that's the Italian seasoning. So the trick too with this is heat is your friend. Heat makes all of this come one. Now heat and humanity doesn't make us come one. Summertime's most violent time. Summer heat. But we're cooking. Okay. So that's not gonna work this time. I'm gonna try something different. This is the only thing I got big enough. Because I'm gonna leave this on. I got it on. That's the lowest the flame will go. Just to give you a closer look too. So there's all the stuff that I use. And then this over here. Oh, this is, oh no, this is oregano. And then, so I'm only gonna do one of these. Cooked, it's gonna be 14 ounces. And that's gonna be one meal. And then tomorrow, they say, that's one of the things that the sisters from New Orleans taught me, that the next day, it's even better. So whatever you make, sauces and stuff like that, is always better. Because the seasoning amalgamates with each other, comes together. So tomorrow, I got 2 of these. Tomorrow I'll just cook another noodles. And then once I'm done heating the noodles, and here I drain the water. And then whatever sauce I have, I mean, it might be, yeah, it's something like 2 servings. So like half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There might be 14 meatballs. If there's not, I'll do 6 and 7. And that'll be basically half pound of meat in with the noodles and the sauce. And that's going to be one hearty ass good meal. And that's all going to be for right now, because it's going to stop anyways.